Hey everyone, I am your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I don't know what's going on with this hair, but my kids are asleep and we're just gonna do this video. Have you ever fell out of nursing school, or maybe you had to drop out of school? Maybe you couldn't pay for school? Have you lost a job? Have you basically just had life happen to you? If so, this video is for you. Alright, so in today's video, I want to talk about something that I think it's very necessary for people out there, because it's not always about like, yeah, everything's great, I'm in nursing school. You know, sometimes we got real life happening. Like that. No matter what situation you're in, this video is for anybody who basically feels like they have to start over, or they feel like, oh, here it is now, I'm stuck, I have to stop, or basically a dream, you know, derailed or deferred. This video is for you. Let me talk about myself. So you all know that I went to college early. I went to an early college, couldn't afford it, moved to New York, was homeless, had to come back home and live with my mom, right? So when that happened, I basically had choices. I didn't feel like I had choices, but I had choices. So what I want to say is, when something happens to you that's out of the scope of what your plan was, first, you just need to see it for what it is. See it for what it is. Okay, I'm not in school right now. I'm living back home with my mom. I'm a high school dropout. What the heck? And I couldn't go to college. What the heck? Okay, look at the situation, but detach from it. It's gonna be hard in the beginning because you're gonna be emotional, right? But look at it for what it is. But do not put blame on yourself. Now that's different from taking responsibility, okay? You can take responsibility for it, but don't blame yourself. Now I know it's just like, wait, hold on, this is just too much. What you can say is, you can say, this is what I did that may have led to this, okay? These are decisions that I made. These are the actions that I took or did not take, okay? But don't sit there and be like, man, I'm so stupid. Man, I'm so da 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 da. Like, don't put yourself down, but look at the situation more so objectively, right? As if it's just passing by you like a movie. Like, this is the actual technique people use when they meditate. Like, they just see like thoughts. They just see the thought kind of come across or come into their mind, and they just let it go away from them. They don't attach to it. They don't identify with it. They don't take it into them. So that's what I need you to do when a situation happens. Like I said, it's going to be hard, but look at it objectively. Once you do that, you can then start to see things from a broader perspective. So, okay, this happened. This is the role I played in it. Okay, this is where I'm at right now. Then you can look at it and be like, okay, you know what? Let's look at the bright side. People say it's always a silver lining. It's true. Looking at things from a broader perspective, having a more vast depiction of things, is going to help you to be a lot more optimistic, and it's really going to lead to the next thing, which is to have gratitude. Okay, I could look at that situation and be like, you know what, I have a home to come home to. I can be with my mother. I have a place to live. I'm not homeless like I was in New York. Okay, and I have all of this experience from going to college, meeting people, getting out there on my own. I learned so much more about myself in that situation. And I was young at the time. I'm young. I still have more time in my life. And then I looked at all my friends who were leaving that school with $100,000 freaking debt, and they still couldn't find a job. You have to look at the broader perspective and look at things in a more positive light, and really see, like, there's always some positive in something. That's why there's always something negative, you know? You have to look at both ends. And then once you can do that, you start seeing opportunities. You start seeing opportunities. Once you start seeing what's positive and showing gratitude for the things that you have already right now in your life, you can start taking certain things and being like, okay, I still got this, so how can I bank off of this? How can I still grow from this? So that leads to my next thing. And y'all, tell me if y'all know this movie. You got to use what you got to get what you want. I know somebody know that movie. Anywho, it's true. Use what you have to get what you want. literally look around. Is there certain people in your life? Is there a certain situation in your life, relationships that you have? Is there certain talents that you have? What do you have right now that you can use to help get you to where you want to be? So at the time I was with my mom, and I was like, okay, what the heck, you know? But I always relied on the fact that I've always been creative. I've always been a creative person. So I was making soy candles and going to craft fairs and selling my soy candles, and I was just doing the thing, you know? I was just like, let me just focus on that. I love creating things, so I just focused on that. And then I got a job, a real job, you know, met my husband, all this, yada, yada, yada. Here we are today. But even just now, I told you I really want to go back to school, get my RN, but I got this school debt I got to pay off, right? Like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? I can literally just sit here and be like, well, I can't pay back to school, so I'm just gonna not do nothing. No, I went and I got all of my prereqs done for nursing school, not just for RN, but also for BSN. I'm talking about A&P 1, 2, biology, micro, chemistry. I did all the way up until college algebra. I did all of my courses that I had to do. Maybe not statistics and like sociology, but like pretty much everything else, right? I didn't let that time go idle. I used what I had at the time. I had money coming in, so like, let me just take these prereqs, you know. In hindsight, I could have just paid off the debt. I don't freaking know. But anywho, I took those courses. I said, I don't know where the money's going to come to pay this debt off, but let me take some classes in the meantime. In the meantime, I came on YouTube and I started a YouTube channel. Right, and now I'm in a position a lot better than what I have been in had I just sat back and be like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where anything coming from. I used what I had to get what I want. Now, am I there yet? No, but am I even closer? Yes. And do I see even more opportunities for myself? Yes. And that's the same that could be for you. You just have to tailor it to your specific life, your specific situation that you're in. I mean, it could be just the fact that you have a phone, right? You have a smartphone. There's resources out there. You can talk to people. Open your mouth and ask for help. Open your mouth and ask for advice. Do research. Start writing things down. Put it in writing. Because what I want people to realize is that, you know, a lot of people, you know, say like, oh, it's just a, what do you call it? It was a setback for a comeback or something like that. Or they say, you know, when you want to have plans, you know, God laughs at you, whatever. Y'all know the dang on sayings. But the way I kind of see it is this, like, how can you ever be who you want to be without going through the things that you've gone through? How could you ever do that? You know, like for me, when I don't know why this is something I prayed for when I was younger, but I used to always pray for strength. I always wanted strength when I was younger. Not like a kid, but like a teenager. I always wanted to feel strong and empowered. And okay, the universe, God was like, okay, you're going to be homeless for a while. You're going to be out there by yourself having to make it happen. And honey, it really made me feel very strong, very empowered. I knew that at the end of the day, I got me. That's why I always quote freaking Nina Simone's song, I Got Life. I'm going to put the link to it in the description box. That song is legit how everybody should see life. I really feel that way. Because I had to stand up on my own 2 feet. I had to rely on myself, and I had to believe in myself in order to get through things, even though stuff was happening that I didn't really care for. But it made me a stronger person. And then I started praying for, when I was younger also, I used to be like, I really want to help people, but I don't know how to help people. Like, I didn't know how to take care of people. But anytime I saw somebody in pain or not feeling well, like, I don't know, when I was younger, I just really wanted to make people feel good. Like I can just feel, like, I know how I felt at that time when I was younger. I just felt bad, like, because I don't know what to do to make them feel better, right? And so it took the universe, God, put me in situations where I felt like crap, where I felt low, where I felt in pain, where I was hurt, for me to realize, okay, this is how you get out of this hurt. This is how you move on. This is how you get more out of life. I had to actually experience the pain that I wanted to help in other people. I had to experience that for myself so that when I see it in other people, I can then help them. I can then be an inspiration. I can then just be somebody to talk to that may have been through it or may know something about it, whatever the case may be, or just somebody who can listen, just sit there and listen to somebody. But I had to go through it for myself. You see how God, you see how the universe works? Like, it's crazy because you think that it's just going to come, you know, straight to you just exactly how you saw it. But it's like when you want something, it comes in different ways. And it's like the mystery of life. And that's why I want to do this video and just talk about things like, you know, not everything is cut and dry. Like I told y'all with the quote that I had, you know, healing is not linear. Like, nothing is cut and dry. Yeah, you might have not been able to go to school, or something happened, you dropped out, or something happened and you got kicked out. Okay, this is probably setting you up for something else. And I know it's really hard to believe that or to see that. Trust me, I know. I was homeless at the age of 18 after I thought I was going to freaking be done with college at that age. And I dropped out of high school, all that. So I get it. I know. But it's part of life. Like, that's literally life. Like, you just got to live through it. Shoot. And I don't mean to come off like being, like I'm not being compassionate for other people, because I know people have been through a lot of crazy stuff. Trust me. And I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like, oh, just get over it, girl. Live your life, you know. No, I know that's not the case. But what I'm saying is sometimes you have to look at your situation for what it is and grow from it. And that's why I said start looking at the opportunities that you have. Like, okay, for instance, I was looking at my views like, dang, comparing myself to other people. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. Talk to my husband. Like, don't compare yourself to other people. Like, you're you. And I was like, okay, so, and then you all know I stopped working as a nurse. I'm at home with my girls and I'm working full time from home. And I was like, okay, how am I going to do videos that pertain to nursing? You know, I'm kind of losing, I wouldn't say I was losing inspiration, but it's like I didn't have a lot to draw from because I wasn't working every day. And a lot of my inspiration comes from working. So I was like, okay, that's when I was like, you know what? Let me connect with people who are still out here in the field, who know more than me that I can work with. And so that's what happened. That's why you all see so many interviews on my channel now, because I just been connecting with people that I know or people that I don't even know, the people that I literally met through the internet. And I just use that, you know, not like I just use them, but you know, I draw on that from what I know. I have a platform, you know, people see my channel, like, oh, she got a good amount of, you know, subscribers. Okay, I wouldn't mind being on her channel and maybe she could help me, or maybe, you know, she could connect me to this and the third, or she can promote my business or whatever. So I see it as it's a partnership. And I also see it as really, I've actually been learning a lot from the people that I've been talking to on my channel. And something else I was looking for was some type of guidance, some type of like mentorship from other people, because honestly, I don't know anybody who's doing what I'm doing. I don't know anybody who's at home with their kids and they're a YouTuber and they could really go out and go work as a nurse and make bank. But I don't know anybody that's doing it. So to talk to people who have had life experiences, who have actually, you know, built successful businesses, who have taught, who have went to college and did all this and the third, like, that inspires me. And it shows me, okay, it's possible. They, like, I don't know, I just feel like you have to use what you have to get what you want. It's so true. Like, whatever you have, literally, like stuff around your house, just use it. Use it. You can go through old journals, old notes that you have, old stuff on your phone, you know, pictures or whatever. Find inspiration from that. Be like, okay, I'm not in school right now. I'm not in nursing school right now. Maybe I can look over some of the stuff that I didn't understand while I was in nursing school. And now that I have time, you know, I can go over these concepts. Let me look at some more YouTube videos. Let me focus on that. Okay, let me start saving up some money towards this and the third. Whatever. Let me start making sure that my family situation is a lot better. You have to just, it's all about, you know, editing, going back and forth, revising things, you know, it's not always A to B, B to C. Like, it doesn't always go like that in life, you know. To get to where you want to be, it's going to be road bumps. And I know, like, people know this, but I think it's like we get so caught up in looking at the internet and seeing people like take off, or just seeing people's end game, like their end story, and being like, I want to be like that. You know, not a lot of people tell you or go through what they got going on as they're doing it. Because sometimes people don't want to see that. They don't want to just see the results, honey. I just want to see what you look like after you lost all the weight. I don't want to see you before that. I want to see the before and afters, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody wants to see that. And I'm a work in progress. I feel like for the rest of my life, I'm going to be a work in progress. And I'm very, very happy with that, because I think that's the whole point of life, is just leveling up and then sharing it with other people and you all sharing it together. So that's what I wanted to come on and say, is look at your situation without holding judgment on yourself. And then also, what was the next thing? Looking at things from a broader perspective so that you can find opportunities for yourself. Just think about it. Like, if we didn't have any roadblocks, if there was nothing in life that held us back, how would we have anything? Like, everything that's been created on this earth is to solve a problem, right? Like, just being creative on its own is you being, you know, having ingenuity. It's also about you being able to be resourceful. Like, the most creative people, they just come up with stuff out of nowhere. You're like, dang. Like, that's why the word create is in creative, because it's like you're just manifesting some stuff out of nowhere. You a dang on wizard, okay? Like, what is this wizardry? You feel me? So you just have to look at things like that. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it is. And sometimes when you're at that low end of things where you're like, okay, I'm just trying to see how I'm going to pay for this, or I'm just going to see what my kids going to eat. I'm just going to see, like, I don't even know how the heck I'm going to get to work tomorrow. It's hard for you to look at things optimistically. Yeah, I can't tell you how much, like, I get it. I cannot tell y'all how much I get it. And everything that I tell y'all this all the time. I tell myself the same things I tell you all, right? This is therapy for me, talking to y'all. So, but we have to start changing our mindset, start changing the way we look at situations and grow from them. Like, I just look at Tyler Perry. How would Tyler Perry be able to be Tyler Perry had he not gone through everything that he went through in life? There's no way he would get to that point. Look at Oprah. Like, did y'all know Oprah had a child? Like, she had a child, like, I think at age 15 or 16. Did y'all know that? Like, how could she be Oprah? You get a car, you get a car. Like, how could she be Oprah without everything that happened in her life? Like, there's no way. There's no way, y'all. So I'm just talking and I just wanted to, you know, give you all that little spiel. And I hope that it was helpful to somebody. But just realize that your situation is not going to always look like what you asked for. I was looking at some type of thing on Instagram and it said, like, you asked God or you asked the universe for a cake. So don't get mad when they give you flour, eggs, butter, and sugar. You know, like, yeah, you want a cake, but I'm giving you all the tools to make it happen and you're not saying it. That's why I say you have to look at things more objectively so that you can push away your emotions, which there's nothing wrong with emotions. I could do a whole video about how there's nothing wrong with being emotional. But sometimes you have to look at things just as they are, you know, without, because sometimes we allow our emotions to cloud our judgment. And really our emotions should help to push us to do certain things. But I mean, it could go a little deeper too, but anyways, look at things objectively as they are. That way you can really start seeing where the puzzle pieces are. You can really start being like, oh, let me take this class that's free and maybe this will connect me with this person, or maybe this and this will happen, or da 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 da. And then you realize, like, dang, like, I wanted to become this, but I'm doing something completely different that I'm actually enjoying and I'm actually getting exactly what I wanted. But it doesn't look the same exact way as I thought it would look. Like, it's totally different. That's literally what the path I'm on right now. So that's that. Let me know your thoughts. What has been happening or what has happened in your life that may have led you to this video. Put it in the comment section. Share with everybody. Tell your story. Tell your testimony. That's always very, very healing, to tell your story and to offer some type of inspiration, motivation for other people. That's what this whole platform is about. You know, so like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at YourFavNurseB #1. Also follow the FavNurseB Facebook group. And where else can you find me? Oh, my website, www.yourfavnurseB.com. I'm still adding stuff to it, but it is live. I'm going to do a full launch though once I get everything done, but it is up. It's up. And you all know I love you. I really appreciate everybody who's been watching my videos, sharing my videos, and all that jazz. And we got so much more happening, finishing off 2019 and going into 2020. Like, yes, we are doing it over here. All right, you all, peace. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Y'all know I want to be the nurse Oprah. I want to be the Oprah of the nursing world. I'll put it out there.